Well, good evening and welcome to the State A basketball tournament here in Butte, Montana, Butte, America at the Butte Civic Center. It is State A Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. It's the Valkyries getting ready to take on the Lockwood Lions here. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, here from Butte, Montana, as the Valkyries were just finishing up in the fourth quarter of the previous ball game. I got a lot of pregame interviews with the coach and seniors. We'll get to that right now. Pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods for all your grocery needs and including an amazing bakery and deli. 8111 Highway 35, Bigfork, Montana, 837-5010. Had a chance to sit down last night before they traveled here with head coach Courtney Gunlock, also the three seniors, and we'll get to those interviews. The three seniors being Afton Lambrick, Haley Shera, and Callie Gampala in their last games for Bigfork here at the state tournament. Play what I had was said by Coach Gunlock in my interview with her, and we'll play that now here as we get going here from Butte, Montana.
Well, we're at Bigfork High School tonight before the State A Girls Basketball Tournament kicks off, and I'm blessed to be here with the seniors. I do this every year, so I'm here with Haley Shera. Well, welcome to the pregame show.
Well, my bad. Here's the one with Courtney. I'll get the seniors after this.
The Valkyries head to the State A Girls Championship Basketball Tournament in Butte. Here with the head coach of the Valkyries, Courtney Gunlock. And Courtney, we've been talking about your team. You're 20-1 on this season. You're number one seed. You're ranked number one in the state. Your team is just playing at such a high level. Talk about this year's team and the improvements from the beginning of the year till now.
You know, we had a different dynamic starting this year. We had to bring some girls up that really hadn't had much varsity experience. And we had some young ones that had to step in and practice. So we had to slow it down. We had to get everyone kind of up to speed, gain some chemistry with my starters and basically my top seven in a rotation. And we knew the things after the first couple tournaments which we needed to improve on. And as the season's gone on, we've definitely done that.
So if you look at this year's team versus last year's team, and we kind of talked about this, and it's kind of been a thing going around, who's better? They're different, but the players that are back this year are much improved. So talk about that in particular. The one I see going from a freshman to being a sophomore, that's a huge difference. That first time to state versus coming back for the second time.
Yeah, I know Peyton struggled at state last year shooting. She had a lot of ball pressure last year. She was a freshman. You could tell that she was afraid a little bit and a little bit more inexperienced. And Ava and Braden were only sophomores at that point. Peyton had a strong summer where she got to do some travel ball and she had to be the point guard. She played against some really great players across the country and it's only made her better. And you can see how she's grown as a point guard, being able to handle ball pressure. People can't press us. They can't press us. We break the press pretty easy. She's seeing open men. She can be double teamed, triple teamed. She's seeing people. And she's also one of the things after state last year, she wanted to become more of an offensive threat. She's definitely become more consistent with that this year.
Well, I take back to, Corvallis game was kind of a given. Corvallis coming in at 5-13. They're not record good, but I talked to those Corvallis girls afterwards. I said, keep your heads up. You guys are young. You're going to be talented. That number 2, very fast. But they had a lot of praise for your kids, your girls, and the sportsmanship they played and how they played. That they're good, they're a great team, but they don't act like it. They're very humble and play extremely well, and we're rooting for you. So, but I want to go to the game, specifically the semifinal, and that impressed a lot of people. You had played Dillon in the tip-off tournament, and you beat them by 12, but they were without one of their starters. And that game coming out in the semifinal, I think we were really impressed because they tried to take away Braden and Peyton and the other girls just really stepped up and found the open guy, and made buckets. That was a huge difference in that ball game.
Yeah, I had scouted Dylan, and they actually tried to do a triangle against Frenchtown that didn't look very good a couple games prior. So we did kind of prepare for that, thinking that they might be doing that. And so the girls were ready to step up, and I knew that Ava could take the helm, and she did, and brought the ball down, got it to some people, got a couple big shots. Callie stepped up. Afton. I mean, it's hard to stop a really good team that you just don't rely on two people. Like we play team ball, and so that's not new to us, and we're going to figure that out.
Well, I thought that was huge, and I've had a lot of people, we talk about the teams, we sit down at lunch or whatever, we talk about people were really impressed by the capability to do that, and even when Braden or Peyton would get it and they get double, triple, they found the open person, and it was a layup, and then really wore Dylan out in that ball game. And then I thought that really prepared for you guys for the championship game against Frenchtown, and you were looking for a little payback after that first game. And I think going back to that first game, it was a good and bad thing at the same time. Frenchtown had already played a couple games, and that was your first game, so getting used to that. So what did you guys do mentality-wise going in that game? I knew you girls really wanted that game and came out the get-go, and you took it to them.
Honestly, I think we came out a little too hyped up emotionally. I think there was a lot of talk about that being able to play them again at some point this season, and so there was a lot of hype to that game on both sides. You could see it with the foul trouble, and we didn't shoot our best. I definitely think we had too much adrenaline, but we knew our goal was to keep Mason Quinn and Kaufman under 20 points, because they average over 20 points a game, and we kept them to 4 and 5 points. And I always will say defense wins our games. We're not going to always shoot the best, but if we can contain their best players, we're gonna have a good chance.
Well, yeah, Kaufman, number 5, who's usually just a danger from 3-point range, that lefty. I don't think she didn't make a 3 in that game. You guys put pressure. You were shutting her down, and like you said, coaches always know if you're not making the basket, you can always play defense and rebound and limit the possessions. But only up 3 at halftime, and then you really took it on in the second half and pushed that out and put the game pretty much out of reach.
Yeah, I made an adjustment. I told Braden, you need to cut. You need to find some open spaces. They have 2 really tall girls. Sadie Smith takes up a lot of space in there. She was blocking a lot of shots, so we had to make an adjustment, do some pull-up jumpers, and get some big rebounds, which we did in the second half. And we calmed down. We started playing our game.
Yeah, and I thought really coming off the bench when Braden got the 2 fouls, Haley Shera. Oh my gosh, what she did, coming, didn't score a lot, but rebounding and playing defense against Sadie, and then also that Quinn girl, her size at being, 6'1", 6'2", really made a difference in that ball game.
Haley Shara, I told her that was the best game she's played all year, and her size did affect Sadie and Mason Quinn, and they weren't ready for that. I don't even remember if Haley played the first time that we played them, barely any, if any, and she's come a long ways this season, and I think she's peaking at the right time for us.
Well, we get ready for the first round of the game, and this year you have an opportunity to do something that no other team has done. Class B is wide open this year with you guys moving up. You won the state championship last year. Now you have a chance to win the state championship in another class, which has never been done in the state of Montana. What is your mindset, game by game? You got Lockwood up first. They're 15-5 on the season and out of the East. What's your mindset going to that ball game?
We're always game by game. We never overlook anybody. Our mindset is that they have 2 real good players, Danny Jordan and Taylor Harris, who's their point guard. So we got to shut them down and play our game. And I think we're quite capable of winning that game if we do those things.
I would agree with you there. If you guys play with the capabilities you play and how you played down in Butte last time. And I think that's where you guys, I would say the West has a huge advantage because Divisionals was there. You guys are used to that court, the backgrounds and shooting and everything. The East is going to have to come in after playing over in Lewistown and trying to adjust that. So that could give you a huge advantage in that first ball game. But like I say, if you guys play the way you can play, how talented you are and how much of a team you are, I don't think anybody can play with you guys.
No, and we didn't know that we would be ranked number 1 for half the season this year, but the girls are used to that from last year. So I feel like they're used to this pressure. They're used to having this target on their back, and we just know we need to go in and play. And they know they're quite capable of that. So we're pretty excited for this opportunity.
Well, I'm excited for you guys too as well. Following you guys. Last 3 years you guys been in state, so I've got to go to the postseason and cover you guys, and I think you're very impressive to me. You're one of the most fun teams I've ever watched play, and girls, or you guys are just fun. You play the game the right way with the respect, the sportsmanship, and the athleticism. It's just fun, and I know a lot of people enjoy that. So I'm looking forward to the state tournament and how this turns out. So I like to talk to you after every game, if we can. I know things you have committed and how you want to do that, but that's always fun for me, and I'm excited to cover the game. Not Thursday's game, but Friday and Saturday. I have my partner, our former coach, Jamie Grendy, who's done a great job and been a lot of fun. So I'm going to bring her back she can't make it down till Friday because of school, but Thursday and Friday for those ball games. So looking forward to it. Let's go Vals.
Go Vals.
All right, we'll continue with the pregame, and I'll bring out the seniors. I started that early, and we might get most of it in. Might have to put some of it into halftimes. Get ready to tip here. They're starting to warm up here. So here's what the seniors had to say.
Well, we're here at Bigfork High School the night before the State A girls basketball tournament kicks off, and I'm blessed to be here with the seniors. I do this every year, so I'm here with Haley Shera, Callie Gambala, and Afton Lambrick. So, girls, your senior year, you've been to state the last 3 years. It's your third year in a row. Talk about what this team means to each one of you, and make sure you tell me your name when you're talking, okay? We'll start with Haley.
This team means a lot to me. It's been a long ride personally for me. Gone through 2 surgeries, and through all 4 years, this team has been like a family to me. They've supported me through those surgeries. They've just shown how close you can get to a team and how they can really be a second family to you. Yeah.
Kelly?
Yeah, I have to agree with that. This team is my second family, and playing with all of them since my freshman year, we've worked a lot getting to where we are, and I'm excited for our last couple of games to be with them. Sad.
Happy and sad,
Happy
right?
and
Because
sad
you made it to state, and
Yeah.
but it's going to be your last games, and that leaves some memories, being able to go to state. What about Afton?
Yeah, I agree with Callie. It's definitely bittersweet. You become so close with the people that you're around, and you create a big trust, and you are each other's support systems through, the season. And going to state, especially, the pressure's up a little bit, and going in as the number 1, we definitely have to kind of lean on each other, and I think that's a lot easier when you're very good friends with a lot of people on the team. So it's a great group of people, and we all care about each other a lot.
That's something it teaches you about, not just about playing basketball, but life lesson things you can take from playing together, how to get along with others, and work with others. That takes you out into the business world where you have to work with other people. I do that all the time. So, what is different about this year's team than last year's team? Callie, want to go first?
Yeah, sure. We're obviously missing some big seniors. Scout Nadeau, Madison Chapius, Ellie Jort. They were huge aspects of our team, but they taught us a lot, and this season we had to do some extra determination just growing with that, and I think we made a long ways. We're a different team, but I think different in a good way. We've talked about how we don't have as much height as last year, but we find strengths elsewhere, and I think that's helped us out a lot.
Haley wants to go.
We've learned how to play as a team under a lot of pressure, and some of us have had to fill roles we haven't played before. I know Callie has started to play the wing. But there's just been a lot of pressure on us, especially going from Class B to Class A, as Callie said, and losing those bigger players. So.
You got some input on that?
I mean, I agree with both of them and what they said. I think we're a good team like we were last year, just in different aspects. And, we have some more quickness when we don't have that height that we lost. We kind of replaced with the speed and agility. But I think learning how to play as a different kind of team and the different aspects of how we play, I think was something that we did a really good job on building on as the season went on.
And I would agree with you there. I've been around a lot here watching basketball over the years, and we talked about this, comparing the teams. But what I think is from last year to this year, the ones that have returned have gotten better, that have played last year, and you guys have gotten better over the year. I think you're playing some of your best basketball that you guys have played all year long, and I've watched you guys, obviously. Didn't get to see all the road games, but all the home games and the games I could cover. But you guys are just so much fun to watch, and I think you guys share the ball very well. You're very good teammates, and you guys pick each other up. I'm really impressed. What about the Dillon game? Talk about Corvallis was pretty much a given. You came out and played probably your best half, scoring 46 points and leading by 40 at halftime. But talk about the toughness where you guys have really had to step up. I mean, and all three of you in that game, when foul trouble arose for some of your starters. Haley, you came off the bench when Braden got two and really had to battle, inside.
We've gotten into foul trouble a few times, and that's kind of when the bench knows, oh, this is our job. We have to go in and keep a steady pace and play how we're taught to play and how we know we can play. But overall, we know we need to push our teammates, not to do better, but to kind of stay more calm when we do start to get into foul trouble. But
do you think that helps with the years of experience now that you're seniors versus when you were a freshman?
Yeah, I think as freshmen, when we get a foul, we kind of get in our head and we start to degrade how we play. And so when we foul, we just continue to foul, and it's easier to foul out. But as the years go by, we get smarter, and it's just a foul, but at the same time, we're wary of fouls.
Callie?
On terms of Dillon, I think that was one of our first games that we played where it was hard to match up size-wise. They had a lot of tall girls, and it was nice being able to play them, seeing how to match up against them. And they're an amazing team, very quick. They have a girl going to Carroll, so it was a tough game, and to persevere that through our starters, our bench, everyone giving it their all, it was a big game to win.
Yeah, they tried to take out the Gunlock girls, but
yes,
you guys
did.
really, that was a mistake. Afton?
Yeah, I think kind of going off what Callie said, it being a tough game, and we knew that that was a leading game to our Frenchtown game that we wanted to get to in the championship, and we knew that, it's similar size with Frenchtown, bigger girls, especially with us being shorter. We had to learn how to guard that on different areas, and how to match up against that. And, fouls, those are tough. You got to kind of be smart about those. And I think we're a really good team about picking each other up when we get a foul, and we keep everyone calm in situations when it gets really tense. But I think that we do a good job of keeping the pace and not degrading the way we perform based on how many fouls each of us has.
Well, I learned being short that doesn't matter how short, when you want to rebound, if you know how to box out, you're going to get the rebound. That's they can be they have to reach over you, then they pick up the foul. So let's get off of basketball. Now that you're seniors, this could be your final year in final games. This is it. State is it. There's no more games for you to play for Bigfork. What are you guys going to do in the future? I kind of know cosmetology, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go to Haley.
Yeah, so at first I thought I was going to go down to Idaho to Paul Mitchell School for cosmetology, but plans have changed, and so I'm staying local and going to Crevier's. And I'll just get my hair license, and hopefully my overall goal for that is to start my own business, but I know there's a lot of work to be done between the starting point and that. But yeah.
Afton, I'm going to skip Callie. What do you? When I come back to Callie, we're going to go over a little. So Afton, what is your plans for the future? I know I read that on senior night, but I forgot what that was.
I will hopefully attend the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. And I would love to go into Special Force training and become a Navy SEAL and serve our country.
You're tough. You're tough. You're going to be a fellow vet. You know I'm a veteran, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it teaches you a lot. And understand that the first thing I told these to the kids before, over the years when I do these for football or whatever, that, you don't know that the first job you get out of high school, or, if you've had in high school, or you're going to stick with that forever. I mean, it took me a while till almost 28 years ago to find my electronics background in the military to use that to where I'm at. So do what you like. Find something you enjoy doing. That's why I enjoy doing this, right? It's a lot of fun, and you get a good seat. What about you, Callie?
I'm going to Carroll College to throw javelin, and then I also got into their direct entry nursing program, so I'll be doing that.
So I got somebody that can take care of me, somebody that can defend me, and somebody that can do my hair. Look at that. Okay.
You look good while you're doing it.
And Haley to make me look good when I'm doing it. Oh yeah, my hair gets all messed up when I have that headset on. It kind of crunches down. But that's it. You know what? I'm really proud of you guys over the years. I watch kids, and if you go back, do you know Mallory Knoll?
Yes.
So Mallory and Travis Knoll were some of the first kids, along with a bunch of other kids, that I coached over at the elementary school T-ball back when they were 7. My son was 5. So I follow those kids and see how they progress over the years. So I just wish you guys the utmost success, not only on the court, but out in life, right? And see where you guys go and how you grow. So good luck, and thank you for doing that, going and doing service. Your service is important as well to people in the trades. I took, my one son's an engineer, the other one's a mechanic. You need that. And then good luck throwing the javelin at Carroll and in nursing. Those are all important. But what do you want to say to your other teammates on here that will be listening later on about this year going out as seniors?
Well, I'm going to break it right there. I'll play the rest of that coming up at halftime. There's a couple minutes left, but I want to get to pregame. We've got about 2 minutes till tip-off here. Pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. I'll get the rest of that interview coming up at halftime and let you know what's going on here on both the boys and girls side. So the girls side, we got one more game here tonight. Obviously, Bigfork taking on Lockwood, the Lions out of Billings, Montana. Earlier today at noon, it was Frenchtown losing to Billings Central 49-48 in overtime. So Billings Central moves into the 6:30 semifinal tomorrow. tomorrow. They'll take on Havre, who beat Browning 54-44. That means at noon tomorrow, loser out action. Frenchtown takes on Browning. And the previous game to this one, it was Custer County 50-40 over Dillon. So Custer County moves into the semifinal at 8 tomorrow night, taking on the winner of this ball game. And Dillon moves into the 1:30 loser out game, taking on the loser of this ball game tomorrow. I'll get you the boys' side a little bit, probably at halftime here. We're about ready to go. And I'm going to stay right here and bring in your starting lineup, brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keep you from getting fit? Well, they got discount guest passes, personal training, Pilates, 850 Holt Drive in Bigfork, 837-2582. And say hi to Doug and Nancy Malum and all the folks there at the Montana Athletic Club. And speaking of that, Jamie Grindy will be here for tomorrow's game when the Valkyries play. She couldn't make it down today, but I'll have her back on the broadcast, and I'm excited about that as well. First of all, the starting lines for the Lockwood Lions. Number 5 is a 5'9 junior, Danny Jordan. She averaged 19 points a game for Lockwood. Also a 5'5 senior, number 10, Gracie Kuntz. At 5'7 junior, number 12, Taylor Harris. She's averaging 14 points a game. Those are those two leading scorers, Jordan and Harris. Also a 6' junior, number 22, Lainey Casterline. And then a 5'9 senior, number 24, Lauren DeCrane, for head coach Rob Tedlin. This is by Scott Laird, Nicole LaRoe, and Jesse Zerloff. This is their third year in varsity basketball, Lockwood, and their first trip to the state tournament as a 4 seed out of the East. For the Valkyries, the starters tonight. And we'll look at captain, 5'8 junior, number 15, Ava Joe Davy, averaging 13.4 points per game. At 5'8 senior, number 20, Afton Lambrick. At 6 foot even, junior, number 21, Captain Braden Gunlock, averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds a game. That's a double-double on the season. She had 9 double-doubles and a triple-double. At 5'9", the point guard, sophomore captain, number 23, Peyton Gunlock, averaging 15 points a game and had a triple-double against Columbia Falls earlier. And then inside, a 5'9", senior, number 24, Callie Gambala, averaging 7 points a game. And that's for head coach Courtney Gunlock, assisted by Brandy Couture, Isaac Martell, and Paula Sullivan here. They're doing the introductions of the starting lineups here from the Butte Civic Center. We have the State A Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. It's the Valkyries taking on the Lions of Lockwood here from Butte, Montana, Butte, America. And we're about ready to get underway. Tip-off will be brought to you by Gunlock Construction. Troy Gunlock, general contractor. Complete home design, builds, and remodels. 406-250-2396 or tgunlockconstruction@gmail.com. We're about ready to get underway here. Cheerleaders in front of me here and about ready to tip things off. It'll probably be Braden Gunlock tipping. And we'll see who goes. Probably the 6' junior for the Lockwood Lions. Well, introductions are done. We're ready to go. Ready to tip this thing off in the opening game for the Valkyries in the State A basketball tournament. And the last game of the day. I said we're running about an hour behind. Yep, we're going to tip at 9 o'clock. Exactly 1 hour behind. And see how things is. Gunlock going against Danny Jordan at 5'9". Gunlock 6 foot even. And here we go. Lockwood in their white with red letters and red numbers. Peyton Gunlock, Bigfork in their blues. Ava David driving baseline, kicks it out. Callie Gambala out to Peyton Gunlock on the right side, right wing. Gambala Peyton driving over in the corner, gives it to Afton Lambrick. Back out, Callie Gambala, top of the key, looking to drive in. Callie up, under. Crossover, left-handed, makes the left-handed baby hook in the key by Callie Gambala. And number 12 is Harris. Harris gets it inside, tied up by Bigfork to Jordan. It'll be Gambala and Jordan tied up. The arrow points towards Lockwood here. with 7:28 to go in the opening quarter. Into Casterline. Casterline will give it up to DeCrane. DeCrane driving over on the right side. Kick it out underneath. Stolen away by Gambala. She'll give it up to Gunlock. Braden Gunlock will bring it up across the timeline for Bigfork. Top of the key for Braden. Going to drive left side up under. Braden going in, and she's going to get fouled and get 2 free throws as Braden Gunlock on the drive for the Valkyries. Fouls on number 22. That's Lainey Casterline. Her first team foul. 7:10 to go here in the opening quarter. 2-0 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Braden Gunlock, first free throw is good. She'll get one more. Welcome in 406-270-7384. Let me know you're listening out there. Howlitzer, let's go Vals. Also Hoagie Hogan, listen out there. 4-0 as Braden comes away with 2 free throws. Over. It's Jordan driving in there. She'll give it up to Harris. Harris out in the corner, giving it up to DeCrane. Bigfork trapping. It'll be off Bigfork. It'll remain the Lions basketball here. Checking in is number 31, Tasha Little Light, for Lockwood. So some new names I got to learn here in Class A. Inbounding. Gets it in to Jordan. Jordan looking in the drive. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. Trying to drive to the middle. Harris puts it up. Rolls off the rim. Braden Gunlock grabs the rebound quickly, so you're going to push it up the court. Gives it over to Davey. Davey right side looking to drive it in. Finds Afton Lambrick underneath. Left hand for the bucket by Afton Lambrick. 6-0, 6:35 to go. Here, Valkyries lead. Harris will get it out to Kuntz. Kuntz over to Jordan. Jordan on the left side. Man-to-man defense put on by Bigfork. In the middle. Give it up. Lockwood shot on the way. Harris with the bucket, number 12. In the backcourt. Back to Peyton. Peyton across the timeline. Around her back. Top of the key. She's going to kick it over to Braden. Braden on the right side. Right wing looking. Underneath. Finds Gambala. Gambala kicks it baseline. Out to Davey. Back under Gambala. Gambala looking back by. Gives it to Baby. Braden Gunlock up under. She tries to shoot the reverse layup. Gets fouled, and she'll go back to the free throw line for 2 more shots. 6-2, 5:54 to go here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. The Valkyries lead. Braden Gunlock at the free throw line, and she'll get 2. That's the first personal on number 31, Tasha Little Light. Second team foul on Lockwood. And number 24, Lauren DeCrane, will come back in the ballgame for the Lions. Opening day at the State A tournament. Braden Gunlock's second shot in and out. She usually doesn't miss those. That one went down at halfway and came back out. Jordan with the basketball for Lockwood. Drives to the right side. Gets it out top of the key to Harris. Back to Jordan. Jordan on the right wing, guarded by Braden Gunlock. Out to Harris. Harris looking to drive up under. She'll get fouled as she drives. Fouls on number 15, Ava. David tried to help out on defense as 12, Taylor Harris. At the line, she'll shoot 2. First one's good. She'll get 1 more. Harris, second shot on the way. This one's good. 6-4, 5:35 in the opening quarter into Peyton Gunlock. She'll get over to Davey. Davey left side. To Braden Gunlock. Braden Gunlock looking. Going to take it in and drive it up under left hand. Off the glass. Scores the bucket. And a nice drive by Braden Gunlock with the left hand. She scores it and will go to the free throw line to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Second personal on 31. Tasha Little Light, and third team foul on Lockwood. This one's good by Peyton Gunlock, number 10. Gracie Kuntz will come back in, and Little Light will have to sit down with the 2 personals. Quickly up is Harris. Harris will get it back out to Harris. Over to Casterline, back to Harris. Going to give it up to Jordan. Jordan, 3-point shot on the way, blocked by Davey, I think. Looked like that as she tried to shoot that 3. Braden Gunlock with the basketball. Over to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton Gunlock, top of the key for the Valkyries. Going to drive, kicks it up. Ava Davey. Over to Braden. Braden, three-point shot from the right wing. Off the rim, no good, but Callie Gabala right there. And blocked from behind by DeCrane. And over to Kuntz. Kuntz will give it out to Harris. Harris will give it up to DeCrane. DeCrane looking to drive. Top of the key, guarded by Afton Lambrick. Out to Harris. Man-to-man defense still by Bigfork. They're in their dark blues, white lettering, in their visitor uniforms for this tournament, the opening tournament game. Underneath, DeCrane. Nice pass inside by Jordan, and DeCrane scores the bucket. Into Davey, back to Peyton Gunlock, over to Davey. Davey going to bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Underneath, finds Afton Lambrick. Ambrick goes up, shoots it, misses, but Callie Gambala right there gets the rebound, puts it back in for the Valkyries. Harris with the basketball, guarded by Davey. Over the right side to Jordan. Jordan going to get double teamed there. Ava Davey reaching in. And they're going to call a second personal on Ava Davey, and Kenny Wade will have to get off the bench and come in, number 12 for the Valkyries. Harris will inbound for Lockwood. In the corner to Kuntz. Kuntz looking to drive, going to give it up to Jordan. Jordan looking to drive, baseline, up, under, blocked. And Lambrick going to get called for the foul. That's the first personal on Afton Lambrick. Third team foul on Bigfork. At the line is Danny Jordan, and she'll shoot two for the Lions. First shot up is good, and she'll get another one. 3:52 to go here in the opening quarter. 11-7 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. And Jordan's second shot on the way is good. So it's 11-8 into Peyton Gunlock. Over to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade back to Peyton Gunlock. Back to Wade. Stolen away. Knocked away there by Jordan. Jordan, top of the key. Give it over to Harris. Harris, right side. Looking for Jordan. Screen set. Braden fighting through it. And Peyton just moves out of the way. Traveling violation on Jordan. Braden. Gunlock inbound to Peyton. Look it over to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade looking. Bounce pass to Braden. Braden get an attack. Give it over to Callie Gambala. Three-point shot off the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Will kick it out. Kenny Wade for three. Left side is good. So Gambala with a good hustle gets the rebound. Kicks it over to Wade for the open three. 3 minutes to go. 14-8. 6-point lead by the Valkyries here on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Kuntz knocked away by Wade to Peyton. Peyton's going to go coast to coast and lay it up the glass for two. And Lockwood will take a 30-second timeout. 2:50 to go here in the opening quarter. The Valkyries up 16-8 on your SJW Land Surveying scoreboard here in Butte, Montana, Butte, America at the Class A State Basketball Championship here from Butte as the Valkyries take on the Lions of Lockwood High School. Well, stay right here. Both bands here, both for Lockwood and Bigfork, here playing pregame, and Lockwood playing right now. It's always good at these high school events. So after the made bucket, nice job by Kenny Wade. She knocks it away, gets it to Peyton. Peyton takes it the rest of the way, all the way in for the layup. Yeah, get it into Harris. Harris with the basketball will come across the timeline for Lockwood. Over to Kuntz. Kuntz on the left side. Kuntz looking underneath. Cross court. Out to Harris. Harris will give it to Jordan, top of the key. Bigfork pressure defense underneath. Gets it to Kuntz. Going to be trapped underneath. Gets out to Jordan. Jordan looking to drive baseline. Cut off by Braden Gunlock. Top of the key. Gets it over. Clock shot down to 6 seconds. Up. No good. Rebounded by Lockwood. And a shot clock violation on Lockwood. Braden Gunlock right in front of me, going to take it inbound the ball here in the backcourt, here on the near side. So a shot clock violation called on Lockwood. Number 11, Kylie Edwards ended the ball game for Lockwood. Into Peyton Gunlock. She'll bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Going to drive right side. Going to give it to Braden. Braden out looking underneath. Kylie Gambala can't handle the pass. A little pick and roll, and Gambala loses it. Harris with the basketball. She'll give it over to Coons. Thought about the three. Pulls it out back to Harris. Over to Jordan. Jordan on the right side, on the right wing. Cross court. We'll give it up. Out to Harris. Harris left side. Man-to-man defense underneath. Pressure defense. Good by Bigfork. Kuntz will give it over to 22 Casterline. Casterline on the right side. We'll give it up to Jordan. Check that Harris. Long three on the way. Rebounded there by Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade corrals it. Going to bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Bounce pass. Afton Lambert goes up. Gets brought. Whistle blows. And looks like Casterline will pick up the personal. Laney Casterline with the second personal, 14 foul. And at the line, Afton Lambrecht will shoot two for the Valkyries. 1:26 to go, 16-8 Valkyries lead. Afton's first shot is on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Haley Shera will come in the ballgame, number 14 for Bigfork. 24, Lauren DeCrane returns for Lockwood. And number 4, Kana Franco also in for the Lions. One more shot for Afton Lambrecht. This one's up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 1:26 to go. 17-8 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Harris with the basketball in the front court. She'll give it up to Franco. Franco underneath. They look and they find Edwards. Edwards out top of the key to DeCrane. Pressure defense. Put it on underneath. Stolen away by Braden Gunlock. Those long arms making another steal for the Valkyries. 1:05 and counting here. The first. Peyton driving left side. Going to drive all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in. Nobody picked her up as she goes around the far side, left side, and lays it in for two. Underneath, Jordan, shot up. Nice shot, turnaround jumper by Danny Jordan for Lockwood. Into Braden. Braden back to Peyton Gunlock in the backcourt. Over to, tried to hit Braden, throws it away into the scorer's table. With 36.5 to go, 35 seconds on the shot clock, 19-10 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Valkyries lead the Lions as 31. Tasha Littlelight returns to the ball game for the Lions, and she has two personals. We'll get it into Jordan. Jordan will get it over to Franco. Franco with the basketball. Out to Jordan near half court. Looks like they're trying to hold for one. Out to Jordan, over to Harris. Pressure defense, knocked away. And bucket by 31. A loose ball picked up by Tasha Littlelight. And foul's going to be on number 14, Haley Shera. That's her first 14th foul. The bucket is good. And at the line, Littlelight will shoot the and one for Lockwood. Shot on the way, bounces in and out, rebounded there by Braden Gunlock. Quickly up, Kenny Wade up the court, saves it from going out of bounds. And knocked out of bounds by a Littlelight. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 8.7 to go here in the first. Valkyries up 19-12 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Braden Gunlock to inbound. She's looking. All the way out to Peyton Gunlock, top of the key. 7 seconds to go. Looking to arrive. Peyton going to go up, under. And Peyton's going to get called for the player control foul. Offensive foul on Peyton. She could have just pulled up. That'll be her first. 15 foul on Bigfork. And on offensive fouls, player control and team control, there are no free throws shot. Danny from Ooh, Jordan from half court. Off the backboard, off the rim, no good. So after one complete here from Butte, Montana, West in the State A Basketball Girls Championship, the Valkyries lead 19-12 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. I'll take a timeout here from Butte, Montana. And welcome back here to Butte, Montana. Valkyries up by 7, 19-12. They'll get the basketball to start the second quarter here from Butte. Ava Davey back in the ball game for the Valkyries. She's going to inbound to Peyton Gunlock. Ava's got to be careful. She's got 2 personals. So the starting lineup back in for Bigfork. I'll give you the Lockwood's lineup here momentarily. Over to Peyton, going to drive, floats it up. Good! Nice drive by Peyton Gunlock. Jordan is out of the ball game, so you got Kuntz, you got Harris, Casterline, Little Light in the ball game. Over to Harris. Harris on the left side, looking underneath, knocked away, stolen by Bigfork. David Davey has the basketball, so bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. She'll give it up to Gunlock. Peyton, top of the key, looking to drive, gives it back to Gambala, out. Afton Lambrick, shot on the way. No, rebounded, no good. And Braden grabs the rebound. Fouls number 12, Taylor Harris. It'll be her first team foul. Braden inbounds to Afton. 3-point shot by Peyton is good from the top of the key. Yeah, give it up to Harris. Harris will get it over the 24. 3-point shot on the way. Gambala with the rebound gives it up to Peyton Gunlock as DeCrane missed that 3-pointer. Peyton over to Braden. Braden right side, right wing. Screen set by Gambala, a little give and go. Gambala up, under, left-handed is good over the front of the rim. Nice shot there by Callie Gambala and a nice pass from Braden Gunlock. 26-12, 6:35 to go here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. DeCrane, pressure put on here. Gets it under Little Lights. Knocked away, grabbed by Afton Lambrick. She'll get over to Peyton Gunlock. And Peyton will bring it up the court for the Valkyries. Across the timeline, she'll get over to Davey. Ava Joe Davey, that is. Ava looking to drive, gives it up to Afton Lambrick. Callie Gambala. Gambala, top of the key, looking to drive. Callie up, under, looks under, finds Davey. Davey up, under, lays it up, misses it, tries to grab the rebound. And it'll be out of bounds on Davey as she falls down and the ball hits her. And Danny Jordan back in the lineup for the Lions here. 5:59 to go, just under 6 minutes. 26-12, the Valkyries lead. On your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Give it over to Kuntz. Left side, man-to-man defense put on by Bigfork. Davey guarding Jordan at the top of the key. Danny Jordan driving in. Kuntz thought about the 3, but hop and took a traveling violation. Turnover to the Valkyries. Peyton Gunlock here on the nice side. She's going to inbound. Gets it into Braden Gunlock. Over to Davey. Davey on the left side. Got to bring it across the timeline. Does. Gives it to Braden Gunlock. Braden Gunlock pull-up jumper is good. Braden from about 15 feet pulls up and drains it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And Lockwood will take a full timeout here with 5:31 to go here in the first half. It's the Valkyries 28, the Lions 12 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. I'll take a timeout here from Butte, Montana, the State A basketball tournament. All right, we're back at Butte. 5:31 to go here in the first half. And to Jordan, back to Harris. Harris will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. We'll give it over to Kuntz. Kuntz will give it up to Little Light. Cross court to Harris. Harris will give to Jordan. And turnover. Bigfork picks it up. Braden will quickly give it up to Davey. Davey looking, driving, baseline. Going to kick it out to Peyton. Peyton out near half court. Going to get it up to Gambala. Gambala back to Peyton. Three-point shot by Peyton is good. Another three from the left side by Peyton Gunlock. That's 2 for her in the first half. Give it up to Harris. Harris will get over to Kuntz. Kuntz, top of the key, will give it to Jordan. Knocked away by Peyton. Davey comes up with a basketball. Davey looking. Going to drive in, kicks it out. Afton Lambic, left side. A little bit strong. Braden will get the rebound. Braden up under, gives it Gambala. Gambala with the left hand off the glass for 2. Into Harris. Harris with a basketball for Lockwood. Top of the key, guarded by Peyton Gunlock. We'll get it over to Jordan. Jordan on the left side. Skip pass, cross Harris. Three-point shot from the right side is good by Taylor Harris. Into Peyton Gunlock. Gunlock will give it up to Gambala. Gambala looking. Brings it across, gives it over to Davey. Davey looking to drive. Floater off the glass. Makes it. As Davey punches it in. 35-15 underneath. Knocked away, stolen by Braden Gunlock. As a pass intended underneath for Kuntz. We'll get over to Peyton Gunlock over on the right side. Peyton underneath. Gambala looking back out. Going to give it over to Peyton. Peyton driving right side. Pulls it out. Looking for Braden. Braden top of the key. Screen set by Gambala. Braden going to look. Drives in. And a foul is going to be called on Lockwood. Look at that, number 5 on Jordan. Second team foul. And a timeout taken by the Valkyries. A full timeout. 3:36 to go in the first half. The Valkyries up by 20. 35-15 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard here from Butte, Montana. And I will take a timeout as well. 406-270-7384. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes of Owls here from Butte, Montana. Here in the State A basketball tournament. I'll be back after this timeout from Butte. All right, welcome back to Butte. It'll be Bigfork basketball underneath. 3:36 to go into Braden. Back to Peyton Gunlock underneath. Tries to fit it into Callie Gambala. Off of Gambala out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Valkyries. 3:32 to go here in the first half. Valkyries up by 20 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. 35-15. Harris with the basketball for Lockwood over to Casterline. Casterline skip pass over to DeCrane. DeCrane looking. We'll give it up to Harris. Harris looking to drive in. Gets underneath. Peyton Gunlock will step in front of the pass intended for number 11, Kylie Edwards. Over. Kenny Wade in the ball game to Callie Gambala. Out to Braden Gunlock. Kenny Wade, 3 from the right side. Good! Kenny Wade off the bench for 3. She's averaging 7 points off the bench per game for the Valkyries. Give it over to Harris. Harris will give it over to DeGrane. Back to Harris. Harris top of the key. Over to Casterline over the right side. Casterline out to Jordan. Jordan top of the key. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. It's knocked away by Braden. Quickly going to get up to Davey. Davey up right-handed, coast to coast. Lays it in for 2. Ava Joe Davey from Braden Gunlock. Harris quickly across the timeline. Looking to drive in. Harris drives in. Nice drive by her. Kenny Wade will take the tip from Gambala. Give it over to Braden, up to Peyton. Peyton left side for the Valkyries. 2:20 to go. They're the first half. 3-point shot on the way by Ava Davey missed. Gabala gets the rebound. Then Braden Gunlock gets 2 rebounds, misses both. And Lockwood comes up with the loose ball. Harris with the basketball, top of the key. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 40-15 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Shot on the way, short off the rim by number 11, Edwards. And running down the rebound is Braden Gunlock. And she'll bring it up slowly for Bigfork across the timeline. 1:41 to go. Over to Davey, right side, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good, misses it. It'll be Lockwood basketball. And number 4, Gaina Franco back in. 21, Afton Lambert comes back in for Bigfork. Also, number 14, Haley Shera back in the ball game for the Valkyries with 1:30 to go here in the first half. We'll get up Harris. We'll give it over to Cashline. Cashline over to Franco. Franco looking, skip pass over to Jordan. Jordan looking to drive. Jordan up. Corralled. Shot off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Gambala off of Lockwood as Casterline dives out of bounds. Going for the loose ball with 1:15 to go here in the first half. Gambala into Peyton Gunlock. Looking. We'll give it over to Wade. Wade across the timeline. No. She'll get over to Peyton. Now we're across the timeline. Underneath finds Gambala. Gambala looking underneath. Afton Lambrecht out to Wade. Wade kicking out to Lambrecht. Finds Peyton. Peyton thought about the 3. Pulls it back out. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Peyton looking. Floater. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Casterline. Casterline gets it over to Jordan. Jordan up the right side for the Lions. Going to pull up. Looks at top key. Franco. Franco will get over to Harris. Harris on the left side. Guarded by Peyton Gunlock. In the corner, Casterline, left side, left wing, skip pass over to Franco. Thought about the 3, pulls it down, drives baseline, makes a nice baseline jumper for 2 for Lockwood. Shot clock off, 27 seconds to go here in the first half. Peyton over to Kenny Wade, out to Peyton Gunlock, top of the key for Bigfork. With 14 seconds to go here in the first half, shot clock is off. Peyton looking, goes over, thought about the 3, trying to pull it up, kicks it over. Kenny Wade, left side 3 on the way, off the rim. Rebounded by Jordan. Long shot on the way. At the end of the first half, it is the Bigfork Valkyries 40. The Lockwood Lions 17 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll be back here with your halftime stats, but I'm going to do something here. I'm going to play the rest of that interview with the Valkyrie seniors and finish that up here first.
Who wants to go first? Afton?
Yes. I mean, I think that they know that I love them all, and I have the utmost respect for all of them, and you know, I wish them the best of luck their remaining years of high school and their rest of their seasons. And I love this team more than anything, and I'm really close with a lot of them, and I wish them all the best.
Oh, it doesn't feel real. Oh, I'm Callie. I'm sorry.
Well, you can probably recognize your voice by now.
Hopefully. You never know. It doesn't feel real that I'm a senior. I've been doing basketball for a long time. It's hard thinking that this is my last couple of games, and I really love all of my teammates, and I can't wait to come back and watch them destroy some more teams next year.
I love the posters.
I just want to say thank you. You guys have shown me how to push myself. You guys have helped me to grow in ways I never thought I would have to grow. And you guys have shown me patience. And you guys have just been super loving and caring to everyone. And I think that's going to get you guys all super far in basketball and outside of basketball. And I wish you guys the best of luck in the rest of your guys' careers.
Yeah, you had to overcome a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so great job. Well, it's fun talking to you guys, and good luck this weekend. I'm looking forward to So coming down there, I'll be right behind you for a little bit, and then I'll be past you. On the way down there, I want to go down and just relax before the game and watch you guys play. You've been a lot of fun to watch over the years, these last, and really proud of this team and how you guys. What I'll say is, and I talked to the Corvallis girls afterwards. They were sitting there, and I went by and talked to them, and they're rooting for you guys. Because you guys, they said, there's teams that are good, and then they act that way, but you guys play with humility and good sportsmanship, which I think is more important than winning and losing, is how you represent yourself and the integrity that you guys have, because that's going to be what's going to go through with the rest of your life, who you are, right? Basketball is just a game, but it's a lot of fun to watch you guys play. So, on 3, what are we going to say? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Go Bells!
All right, that wraps up the interview I had with the seniors last night. It was fun to be able to talk to them in their last ball games representing Bigfork High School. So that was a lot of fun getting to do that. And I usually do that. I try to do that in all sports when I can, because it's important to hear what they have to say and what they're going to be doing. I'll take a timeout, come back with your halftime stats here from Butte, Montana, Butte, America, as the Valkyries lead this one 40-17 over the Lockwood Lions here from Butte, Montana. Well, welcome back to Butte, Montana. Valkyries lead 40-17 here at halftime. Halftime brought to you by Averill's Flight Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. Taking a look at halftime as the Valkyries really shot well. 16 for 29, that's 55%. That's really good. 50% from three-point range at 4 for 8. 4 for 7. 57% for the free throw line. Not as so good, but they'll improve. 6 for 14 for Lockwood, shooting not bad shooting for them. 43%, shooting 33% for three-point range, 1 for 3, and 4 for 5, shooting 80% for the free throw line. Well, the big difference here is turnovers. 14 for Lockwood, 7 for Bigfork. Looking at rebounds as well. 16 for Bigfork, only 5 for Lockwood. A lot of players getting a lot of playing time in the first half. Peyton at 16 minutes, 21 for Callie. Pretty much a little over 14 for Callie, Braden, and Afton, and a little over 10 for Ava, who picked up those 2 early fouls but played the rest of the first half without picking up another. Kenny Wade coming off the bench, always a threat. A little over 7 minutes, and Haley Scherer playing 3:19 in the first half. Well, looking at your leading scores for Lockwood, Danny Jordan with 4, 7 by Harris, and 2 apiece by Franco, DeCrane, and Little Light. That's your scoring 17 at the half. For Bigfork, leading the way. Total points, 12 points for Peyton Gunlock, Again, 2 of 2 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from overall. So really shooting it well in the first half. 1 personal foul, 3 turnovers, 3 steals. And right behind her, Braden Gunlock with 9, 6 by Gambala and Kenny Wade, who's 2 for 3 from three-point range. Afton Lambrick with 3, Ava Davey with 4. So everybody getting in the scores table, except Haley Scher didn't have an attempt here in the first half. But rebounding-wise for Bigfork, Braden Avi with 8, huge. 6 by Callie Gambala, so doing a great job by Callie. 2 by Kenny Wade. And 16 overall, outreading them 16-5. So Larry Schmidt, Barry Cronk, Shankar Arsenigan is the officials. So Valkyries outscore Lockwood 19-12 in the first, 21-5 in the second, so 40-17 here in the first half. We're about ready to kick out the second half here. And don't forget, Montana High School sports are electrifying, but Northwestern Energy does not want you to be careful with overhead power lines. Always assume a down power line is dangerous. Don't take chances with your safety. Call Northwestern Energy. Their workers are trained to handle electricity safely. Northwestern Energy, we care about your safety. We're about ready to go here at the second half. Winner of this ball game's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Takes on Custer County in one semifinal. The other semifinal is Billings Central taking on Havre. On the boys' side, I'll get to that so you know what's going on. Here at 9 o'clock this morning, it was Butte Central over Dawson County, 56-42. Butte Central moves into one semifinal at 3:30. They'll take on Fergus, who beat Columbia Falls 62-49. For Dawson County and Columbia Falls, they'll play in loser action, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. right here. On the other side, the afternoon, it was Billings Central losing to Dillon in a heck of a ball game, 53-48. Dillon moves in the other semifinal, taking on Hamilton, who was a 60-55 in a really good ball game with Havre at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So for Billings Central and Havre, they play at 10:30, loser out action tomorrow morning here in Butte. So you're all caught up with the action, and we're ready to go. It'll be Lockwood basketball here to start. Inbound. And the same starters for each. Underneath, shot up and foul. Braden Gunlock grabs the rebound, but foul by Bigfork. And we'll see who that's on. That's the second one on Lambrick. First team foul at the line, I believe, is 24. It is. That's DeCrane. Casterline, Harris, Kuntz, and Jordan to start for Lockwood. For Bigfork, it's Ava Joe Davey, Afton Lambrick, Braden Gunlock, Peyton Gunlock, and Callie Gambala. Braden Gunlock over the right side, going to drive over to the left. Behind the screen, back to Callie Gambala. Afton Lambrick gives it up. Davey over right side. Reaching in is Harris, and she'll get whistled for the foul here. That's going to be her second first-team foul. 7:35 to go here in the third quarter. 40-18, Bigfork up into Peyton Gunlock. In the front court, out near half court. Gives it over to Braden Gunlock. Braden looking. Backdoor Afton Lambrick. Give and go. Or a screen and go right there. Nice job by Afton Lambrick up with the left hand for the bucket. 42-18 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. The Valkyries leads. Knocked away by Ava Davies. She's going to steal it. Trying to go all the way. Gives it up to Braden. Braden back out to Davey. Davey looking. Knocked away by Lockwood. And off of Davies' knee as DeCrane knocks it away. 7:02 to go. Here into Jordan. Jordan will give over to Kuntz. Kuntz on the left side. Underneath, gives it up to Harris. Harris thought about shooting it. Out to Kuntz. Long three-point on the way. Off the rim. Braden Gunlock grabs another rebound. Quickly up the court. She's going to feed Afton Lambrick. Lambrick up under. Lays it up short. Rebounded by Kuntz for Lockwood. Quickly up to Harris. Harris Out to the top of the key, looking to drive in. She gets tripped up, goes down. And there's two Bigfork girls helping her up off the floor. Personal is going to be on Ava Davey. That's her third. Wade will come in for the Valkyries here. 6:35 to go here in the third. Out, Coots, thought about it. 3, gives it up to Jordan. Jordan out to DeCrane. Top of the key. Over to Harris. Harris right side. Man-to-man defense put on by Bigfork. DeCrane looking. Over to Coots left side. Out to Jordan. Jordan top of the key. Guarded by Braden Gunlock. Going to give it over to Harris. Harris looking to drive. Pull-up jumper. Misses it. Castelline grabs it. Rebound. Makes the bucket with the left hand, and she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Trying to complete the three-point play. 6:10 to go here in the third. 42-20. Valkyries lead on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Castelline at the line for 1. Shot up and good. So the Valkyries double them up. 42-21. Into Peyton Gunlock. Gunlock will bring it across the timeline for the Valkyries. Over to Braden. Braden left side. Looking. Out to Lambert. Under to Callie Gambala. Gambala. Skip pass. Kenny Wade looking to drive in. After Lambert. Out to. Stolen away there by Harris. Intended for Wade. Harris will bring it up. Looking to drive is Harris. Peyton trying to play defense there. Going to get called for the blocking foul. That's a 14th foul on Bigfork. Second personal on Peyton Gunlock. 31. Tasha Littlelight back in the ball game for Lockwood. Into Littlelight. Puts it up. She got fouled going to the basket. And third personal on Peyton as she reaches in. Bigfork will take a timeout here. And I believe it's just a 30-second timeout taken by Bigfork. 5:41 to go here in the third. 42-21. The Valkyries lead here on your JD Detailing scoreboard here from Butte, Montana. So they've kind of held Jordan, who averages 19 points, and Harris, who averages 14, down. And looking at the stats here in the first half for Bigfork. So Braden with 8 rebounds, 9 actually. She already got 1. At the line shooting 1, it'll be Tasha Littlelight. Actually shooting 2. First one on the way is good. She'll get 1 more. Here from Butte. 5:41 to go. Second shot is up. It's off the rim, no good. Gambala with the rebound. Gets it up to Braden. Braden looking up the left side. Peyton out near half court. Got to be careful with those 3 personals. Calling out a play for Bigfork. He's going to go right side, give it up to, drives it all the way to the bucket, misses the layup. Quickly up to Jordan, knocked away. It's taken by Kenny Wade. Should get knocked down by Jordan. And a nice hustle by Wade. Second personal on Jordan. And second team foul on Lockwood here in the third quarter. Into Peyton Gunlock, 5:18 and counting here in the third. Gunlock across, gives it to Gambala, back to Gunlock. Gunlock driving left side over to Braden. Braden, Gambala, back to Braden. Braden looking. Going to pull up, get out to Wade. Wade top of the key. 3-point shot by Wade on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by DeCrane, gives it up to Harris. Harris underneath. Tried to hit Jordan, bounce pass too strong, and goes out of bounds. They turn over to the Valkyries. Here with 4:53 to go here in the third. Up by 20, 42-22 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Peyton Gunlock with the basketball. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Valkyries. Gives it up to Braden. Braden left side. Looking underneath, back to Callie Gambala. Gambala underneath. Afton Lambert, too strong. Gambala tries to grab the rebound. Goes down. And Lockwood Harris comes up with it. You get it over to Jordan. Jordan on the drive. Bothered there by Braden Gunlock. Jordan fouled from behind by Braden Gunlock. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2 for Lockwood. Second personal on Braden Gunlock. Already 5 team fouls on the Valkyries. 4:24 to go here in the third. Jordan, first shot up, short off the front of the rim. Ava Davey will come back in the lineup for Afton Lambrick. They've had a couple good looks underneath that, miss a couple layups. Lately has Bigfork. They need to finish that out, push this lead out. Jordan with another one for Lockwood. This time she makes it. Inbound. Braden will give it up to Peyton. Gunlock across the timeline. Peyton with the basketball. Top of the key. Going to drive to the right side. Gives it over to Braden. Braden driving. Reaching in by Lockwood. And they're going to call it on number 5. I believe that's a third personal. It is on Jordan. Third team foul. And she'll have to go out of the ball game. Canna Franco back in the ball game for Lockwood here with 4:13 to go. Davey will inbound underneath, far side. Out to Braden Gunlock. Way out there. Braden going to look to drive. Kicks it over to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade, Gambala, top of the key. Gives it up to Davey. Davey looking to drive. Off the glass. Too strong on the layup. Misses it. And Edwards comes up with it. We'll give it up to Harris. Harris around the back. Looking to drive. Pull-up jumper by Harris. In and out. No good. Edwards falls down. And that's a traveling violation. As Edwards can't control it or corral it there. 3:49 to go here in the third. 42-23 on your SJW Land Surveying scoreboard. Peyton Gunlock across the timeline for the Valkyries. Bigfork setting it up. Knocked away. Peyton grabs the rebound. Gets it up. Davey. Davey off the glass. This time for 2. Into Harris. Harris looking to drive. Up, under, throws it up off the glass. And gets fouled with the right hand. So Harris will go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play. Harris at the line for 1. Jordan back in the lineup along with Kuntz for Lockwood. First personal on Gambala. And Bigfork already with 5 team fouls. Shot of the way by Jordan is good. Completes the three-point play. And to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton calling out the play for Bigfork. Davey setting the screen. Peyton going to look to drive. Gives it up to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade looking out to Gambala. Gambala driving in. Going to pull up with a jumper. Nice jumper. Misses it. Lockwood runs it down. Harris for the Lions. Harris across the timeline. Looking to drive in. Harris, pull-up jumper. Rolls around, no good. Rebounded there by Peyton, but gets away from her, and Braden grabs it for Bigfork in the backcourt. So bringing it across the timeline. Has Wade underneath. Overthrows it just a little bit too strong by Braden as Kenny Wade was wide open underneath. And a timeout. A full timeout taken by Bigfork. They're up by 18, 44-26. With 2:44 to go here in the third quarter on your SJW Land Surveying scoreboard from Butte, Montana at the State A Girls Basketball Tournament here in Butte. I'll be back after this timeout. Well, welcome back. 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. Valkyries up 44-26. On your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard into Harris. Harris for Lockwood over to Kuntz. Kuntz right side back to Harris, top of the key. Knocked away. Davey. Davey steals it. Gives it up. Kenny Way going to drive in. Up. Pull up. Scores the bucket. Harris quickly across the time line for Lockwood. Will pull it up. Gives it over to Kuntz. Kuntz on the left side. Back to Harris, top of the key. Over to DeCrane. DeCrane drive baseline. Harris held ball. It'll be Bigfork basketball with the arrow pointing, possession arrow pointing their way on the tie-up. Peyton will get it into Braden. Back to Peyton. Gunlock. Little full court man-to-man defense put on by Lockwood. Peyton across the timeline for Bigfork. Peyton driving left side, going to give it up to Peyton. Three-point shot, top of the key is good. That's 3 for 3 for Peyton. Gunlock. And quickly to Harris. Harris driving right side. Going to be trapped by Bigfork. Gets it out to Crane. Three-point shot of the way. Off the rim, no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball. And DeFranco will come back in the ballgame for Lockwood, replacing Coots. 1:40 to go here in the third. Into Davey. Davey with the basketball. Across the timeline for Ava Joe Davey. Gives it over to Wade. Wade going to drive right side. And a whistle. That'll be the 14th foul on Lockwood, so no free throws quite yet. The next one will put Bigfork in the bonus with 1:29 to go. Personal on number 24, Lauren DeCrane. David inbound. Gets it out to Braden. Braden guarded by Jordan. Out to Peyton. Peyton floater from the free throw line is good. Peyton on fire here in this ball game. 51-26 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. Over to Harris. Harris left side underneath Jordan from the free throw line, misses it. Peyton Gunlock with a rebound for Bigfork. Quickly up, finds Wade. Wade right side, kicks it underneath. Gambala back out. Peyton long three, off the rim, no good. Davey trying to fight for the rebound. Franco grabs it for Lockwood, and Jordan will drive baseline. It'll be a held ball. This time Lockwood will have the possession arrow here with 46.4 to go here in the third. Afton Lambrick will return to the lineup for Bigfork here. So come in for Peyton, give her a little bit of a rest. She's played all the second half so far. Into Franco. Franco, three-point shot in the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Harris. Harris looking to drive. Up, under. Runs right into Braden. Jordan, three-point shot in the way. Gets it to falls. It bounces around the rim and drops for Lockwood. Shot clock off, 28 seconds to go. Davey all the way. Drives, she gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Fouls number 22, Elaney Casterline for Lockwood. That is her third 15th foul. Ava Jo Davey steps to the line. She'll get two shots. Off the back of the rim, no good. She'll get one more for Bigfork with 24 seconds to go here in the third. This one's good. The second one by Davey. Harris across the timeline for Lockwood for the Lions. So take it to the top of the key, give it up to Franco. Franco looking underneath Casterline. Casterline out to Jordan. Jordan looking to drive up off the glass. Good defense by Gambala underneath. Didn't pick up the foul. Makes a shot. So after three complete here from Butte, Montana in the State A basketball tournament, the Valkyries up by 21, 52-31 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. I'll be back after this timeout with the completion of this ball game from Butte, Montana. Well, welcome back. It'll be Bigfork basketball to start the fourth quarter. 52-31. They lead. Starting lineup. Except Ava not in the ball game for. So it's Afton Lambrick, Callie Gambala, Peyton and Braden Gunlock, and Kenny Wade in for Bigfork. Peyton looking to drive. Kicks it out. Afton Lambrick, top free throw line. Callie Gambala, she's going to take steps. Yes, she did. And a traveling violation on Bigfork here. Into Harris. Harris will get it over to Jordan. Back to Harris. 3-point shot by Harris on the way. Rebounded. Run down by Lockwood. Stolen away by Peyton. Peyton underneath gets it up. Gives it to Braden Gunlock. Underneath, no foul. DeCrane shoots it up, no good. Misses it. Braden grabs the rebound. As Braden had gotten knocked down before, as Peyton had stolen away. Peyton across the timeline for Bigfork. In the front court, gives it over to Braden. Braden left side. You look at it, Callie Gambala. Gambala up, shoots. She'll go to the free throw line. Just off the side of the rim, no good. And she'll get 2 free throws. Second personal on 24, that's Lauren DeCrane. First team foul. Gambala's first shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. And she'll get 1 more. Here was 6:57 to go in the ballgame. 52-31 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Gambala's second shot in and out, misses it. Rebounded by Braden. Braden up. Knocked away by Little Light. And Harris quickly over. 3-point shot for the right side. Rebounded by Gambala. Missed by DeCrane. Give it up to Braden Gunlock. Gunlock with a double-double. Callie Gambala back to Braden on the bounce. And foul's going to be on number 5. That's her 4th personal on Danny Jordan. As Davey comes back in for Kenny Wade. And second team foul here on Lockwood in the 4th. Inbound to Davey. Back out to Peyton. Peyton looking to drive. Floater up. Just short. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Afton Lambrick for 3. Oh, bounces out. Harris will grab the rebound. Quickly up. She'll get underneath the Little Light. Little Light up, under, out the glass. Scores 2 for Lockwood. Quickly into Braden. Back to Davey. Ava Jo Davey across the timeline for the Valkyries. Looking. Driving in. Kicks it out. Afton Lambrick over to Gambala. Gambala looking to drive. Kicks it over. Lambrick out to Peyton Gunlock. Left wing. Peyton's going to just take it in, drive, float it up. Misses it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Misses it. Gambala gets the rebound, kicks it out to Lambrick. Lambrick. Ava Davey, 3-point shot on the way. Rims in and out. No good. Rebounded there by DeCrane for Lockwood. Over to Harris. Harris across the timeline. Looking to drive on Peyton. Peyton right there. Misses it. Afton Lambrick grabs the rebound. Peyton Gunlock across the timeline. Looking. Kicks it out. Ava Davey, top of the key for Bigfork. Going to set something up and run some offense. 5:21 to go. It's 52-33. Bigfork leads here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. And a foul called on Lockwood. Kenny Wade back in. Back in for Lockwood. We got number 11. It's Edwards. Number 10, Kuntz. And a 22, Casterline. Here with 5:18 to go. Foul's on number 4, Franco, her third team foul. In the corner, Ava. Shot by Gambala off the rim, no good. Right there is Braden Gunlock with a rebound off the glass with the left hand. And the N1. She'll get to go to the free throw line. As the bucket is good, that's the 4th personal on Lainey Casterline. 4th team foul. Here, Braden Gunlock shot up and good for Bigfork. 5:08 to go, 55-33, a 22-point lead by Bigfork here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. In the corner. Skip pass by right corner, 3-point shot on the way for Harris. Miss. Casterline grabs the rebound, and Bigfork's going to get whistled for the personal. That may be the 4th personal on Peyton Gunlock. It is. First team foul. So no free throws. Bucket is good. Fouls on Callie Gambala. Second team foul, her second personal. And Casterline at the line. Shoot one. Misses it. Braden Gunlock with another rebound for Bigfork. Up to Davey. Davey quickly up. Kenny Wade wasn't awake, almost loses it. Going to give it over to Peyton Gunlock. And Lockwood basketball on the held ball. Into Harris. Jordan looking to drive. Pulling up for Lockwood. Out to Harris. Harris left side guarded by Kenny Wade. Harris pulls up. Jumper misses it. Rebounded by Casterline. Casterline throws it up, no good. And Edwards off the glass for two for Lockwood. And that could be the fifth. No, that's Harris's personal foul on Harris as Peyton tries to drive up. That'll be the 15th foul. Peyton will go to the line and shoot two. Third personal on number 12, Taylor Harris. And Peyton Gunlock at the line. Two shots for Bigfork here. 4:22 to go. Up 55-37 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboards. First shot on the way is good by Peyton. She'll get one more. Second shot is good by Peyton Gunlock. She makes both. Valkyries up by 20, 4:20 to go here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Jordan driving right side, trapped by Bigfork underneath. Stolen away by Braden. Braden looking, got a 3-on-2 over to Wade. Wade right side, off the glass, misses it. Davey right there gets the rebound, goes up with the left hand, gets fouled, should go to the free throw line. And she misses the layup here with 4:03 to go. Fourth personal on 12, Taylor Harris at the line. Ava Joe Davey for two. Shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Just needs to relax a little bit. And one more for Davey. Second shot, rims in and out, rebounded by Cashline. Quickly up to Harris. Harris driving, top of the key. Harris going to go over the right side. Between her legs, will kick it out. Kuntz thought about the three, pulls it back out. Skip pass, Jordan on the drive. Pull-up jumper by Jordan is good inside the free throw line. Braden up to Davey, or Kenny Wade up the right side for Bigfork. Going to pull it out. Run some clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Give it up to Davey. Davey out near half court, guarded by Harris. Gives it up to Gambala. Gambala will get over to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton, right side looking. Over to Gambala. Gambala looking, kicks it out. Kenny Wade, three, left side. Misses it. Gambala grabs the rebound. Kicks it out. Davey thought about the three. Going to drive in, kicks it out. Kenny Wade from the left side this time. Misses it. Davey battling there with Harris. And out of bounds off Bigfork. It'll be Lockwood basketball with 3:08 to go. 57-39 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Jordan over to Kuntz. Kuntz left side, left wing. Looking. Gives it to Casterline. Casterline kips it up. Harris, right side. Three-point shot on the way is good. Peyton, under 3 minutes to go. Gunlock across the timeline for Bigfork. And a timeout taken here. Timeout called by the Valkyries. It looks like a 30-second timeout. 2:42 to go, 57-42. Lockwood hits that three, comes back within 15. Bigfork shoots free throws the rest of the way. So 57-42 on your JD Detailing scoreboard here in the last game of the day here from Butte Civic Center here in Butte, America, Butte, Montana. Class A state basketball tournament. Winner moves into the semifinal. They'll take on Custer County at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Braden Gunlock right in front of me. Inbound for Bigfork. Gets it into Peyton Gunlock in the front court. 2:40 to go. Peyton's going to take the screen by Gambala. Go over to the right side. Looking to run clock. Peyton looking. 15 seconds or 13 seconds. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ava Davey over to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade out to Peyton. 7 seconds. Out to Braden. Braden looking. Going to drive. And she's going to get fouled. Get fouled by Lockwood. That'll be the first personal on number 11, Kylie Edwards. And Braden Gunlock at the line. She'll get to shoot 2. First shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Got to use those legs. Get a little tired here in the fourth. 57-42. Shot on the way this time is good by Braden. 58-42. 2:20 to go here in the ball game. Over to Jordan. Jordan's going to drive right side for Lockwood. Give it out to Harris. Harris, top of the key for the Lions. Looking to drive, spin move. Pulls up, jumper by Harris. Casterline gets rebound underneath. She gets fouled there. I believe that's by Ava Davey. It is. I believe that's her 4th. 13 foul. And Laney Casterline at the line for Lockwood to shoot 2 with 2:05 to go. Casterline off the right side of the rim, no good. She'll get one more here. 58-42. SJW Land Surveying scoreboard here with 2:05 to go. Castelline second shot on the way, too hard. Braden Gunlock with another rebound for Bigfork. A double-double, I believe, tonight for Braden. Over to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton guarded by Kuntz. Peyton going to drive by fake. Gives it over to Braden. Run clock. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Make it come out and foul you. Braden going to take the screen from Gambala. Going to drive in. Gets it up to Gambala. Gambala looking. Underneath. Back to Braden. Braden looking to drive. Underneath Gambala. Nice pass. Gambala off the glass for 2. And a nice pass by Braden Gunlock here. 1:25 to go. Over to Harris. Harris looking to drive. Stolen away by Peyton Gunlock. Peyton going to get it back to Braden in the backcourt. Braden guarded by Jordan. Up the right side for Bigfork. Underneath has Davey for the layup. Nice cross-court pass by Braden Gunlock, finding a wide open Ava Joe Davey. 1 minute to go. Kuntz left-handed from the left side from three-point range. No good. Here comes substitutes for Bigfork. Haley Scher will come back in for the Valkyries. And number 3, Keegan Campbell, will get an opportunity in the ball game for Bigfork. And Bigfork going to clear the benches. Also, it's going to be Peyton Benson and Lily Sophia in the ball game for Bigfork. And a nice job by the starters and ones that played already, and substitutes get an opportunity. Gambala will stay in the ball game. Here in the backcourt, going to inbound to Campbell. Under a minute to go. Campbell looking. Get across the timeline. Up the right side. She's going to carry the basketball as the dribble got away from her. Turnover to Lockwood. 62-42, 51 seconds to go here on your SJW Land Surveying scoreboard. Lockwood. Three-point shot on the way is no good by Kuntz. Rebounded there by Lockwood. Gets it underneath Little. Light goes up, got fouled. And it might be on Benson. That'll be the 15th foul on Bigfork, so she'll get 2 free throws. Shot up by Little Light is good. They don't have it updated on the thing, but I think that was on 11, Benson. Second shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Gambala. Gambala will get it out to Campbell. 36 seconds to go. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Keegan Campbell across the timeline for Bigfork. She's going to pull it out. Don't need to score. In the corner, Gambala. Gambala pulls it out underneath. Keegan Campbell, top of the key for the Valkyries. Looking, crossover. We'll get it out. Gambala, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Gambala, Lily, traveling violation as Gambala tries to hit Lily. So 9.4 to go. Shot clock is off here as Bigfork leads 60-43. And Lockwood just going to run it out. 24 shot at the buzzer is good. The 3 counts. So 62-46. Bigfork wins this one on your SJW survey scoreboard. Bigfork will play Custer County at 8 o'clock tomorrow night in one semifinal. For Lockwood, they'll take on Dillon in loser out action at 1:30 tomorrow. So your final 62-46 on your SJW Land Surveying scoreboard. And I'm looking to see, I'll be back with your full game stats and your post game here from Butte, Montana. The Valkyries win this one 62-46. All right, welcome back to Butte, Montana, the State A Girls Basketball Tournament. And your post-game brought to you by Hanson Excavating, Demolition, Site Preparation, Excavating, and Grading in business for 30 years. You can call Fred Hanson, 837-1051, or hansonexcavating.com. Thanks. I appreciate 28 Mile Bigfork. Nice job calling the game. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, checking out your full game stats. It was final 62-46 overall for the game. The second half, they shot 8 of 24. Bigfork did 33%. Not as hot as the first half, where they shot 56%. Three-point range, only 1 for 7. They were 4 for 8 in the first half. And 45% from free throw line was Bigfork in the second half. Overall, 50%. Shooting 45% from the floor, 33% from three-point range for the ball game. But looking at total-wise, scores for let me bring in the coach right here. Courtney Gunlock. I was checking here. Braden with 15 rebounds, 13 points, another double-double for Braden Gunlock, who had a heck of a ball game. So I'm going to bring in head coach Courtney Gunlock here. Tell me when you can hear me, Courtney.
I can hear you.
Well, I thought, Coach, congratulations, first of all.
Sorry, I'm having problems.
Let me fix this. Let me get this fixed. Let's go this way because no, wait a minute. Got to turn over like that. There it is. There we go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we got to get it turned. When I put it in the box, it gets messed up. I thought overall you played really good in the first half. I didn't shoot as well in the second half. First half, you shot 55% for the floor, 50% from three-point line, or from three-point range, 4 of 8, and then free throws 4 of 7, 57%. But overall, 45%. That's not bad shooting. 33% from three-point range, and 500 for the free throw line. Obviously, you'd like to do better. But talk about what your team did. They really stepped up and played well, but I didn't think they shot the ball in the second half as well as the first half, but they really clamped down on the defense.
Yeah, no, we had a lull in the third quarter. We definitely kind of got out of sync, got in a little bit of foul trouble, and just kind of we were uncharacteristically a little impatient, I thought. Tried to push the ball a little bit and take shots that we really didn't need. Instead of just running our offense and looking for the people we really want to try to shoot.
Well, you had some looks underneath, but you missed some bunnies, some layups that normally you guys do not miss.
Yep, we got rushed and we didn't slow it down.
I probably would say you missed 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. You had this team, you played them very well. You held them to 5 points the second quarter. You opened up with 19, you had 21, 12, and then 10, so double digits in all quarters. They outscored you in the third, 14-12, 15-10 in the fourth. But, the game was pretty much in hand going to that. Braden gets another double-double. She gets 15 rebounds and 13 points. But Peyton, phenomenal job. 3 or 4 from three-point range. She was really looking to score shots. And I thought her driving in those little bunnies, floaters, she was making quite a few of those. And that makes her really, really dangerous. But Kenny Wade come and hit a couple threes coming off the bench for you as well. So Braden with 15. Yeah, 11 for Callie. Oh, that's rebounds. My bad. Even Callie had 11 rebounds. She really played well. 19 for Peyton, 13 for Braden, 8 for Callie, 9 for Ava, and 5 for Afton in the scores table, and Kenny Wade with 8 coming off the bench. You got to be happy with that, Coach.
Yeah, no, I like that balanced scoring, and there's always nerves at the state tournament, and they definitely played with a little bit of nerves, but that Lockwood team, they're a good team. They have some really good players, and so I thought we played pretty well.
You had 15 steals, they had 5, but you're probably not too happy about 17 turnovers.
No, that's uncharacteristically of
for you guys. You didn't take care of the basketball. They had 22. Yep. Well. We'll play at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I think I got some stuff for you if you need this, stat-wise. You can have this if you want. But you'll take on Custer County, who take care of Dillon 50-40. So I know you were watching them. So I think you come and play what we talk about. You play your game, and you guys played your game again, except for the a little bit in the third quarter. But I think sometimes you guys relax when you have a big lead, and so I think you're going to be just fine. You play four quarters, you're going to be just fine. You're fun to watch. Those passes, and you've installed some new stuff, and I can see it, right? And those are good looks. Where I like that fake, screen and roll type. We come up to set the screen, then roll, and they're wide open, and they're getting the ball to them. I'm going to let you go because it's late, but I appreciate you coming and talking to me.
Yep.
And if you want to do pregame tomorrow, let me know. If not, don't worry about it. But congratulations again on a big win, 62-46 over Lockwood. All right. Thanks to Court. I closed your mic. What did you say?
Oh, thanks, James.
Oh, you're welcome, Courtney. Appreciate it. All right, Courtney Gunlock, as always, being kind to me and joining me on post game. I appreciate that. Valkyries win this one 62-46 over Lockwood, their first time to the state tournament, and a great job there. Looking Callie Gambala, nearly a double-double. She has 11 rebounds, 8 points. One more bucket she would have got there. Peyton, 19 points, 3 rebounds, but Braden gets another double-double, 15 and 13. That's her 10th double-double on the season, and with 1 triple-double. So just a really good overall ball game for Bigfork. They get out in the first, 19-12. They scored 21 in the second. Outscores, and that really pushed the lead, 21-5 in the second. And then outscored by 2, 14-12 in third, and 15-10. So your final score is 60-46. They will move on. And your semifinals for tomorrow on the girls' side, let me give you what's going to happen here for you guys listening out there or watching NFHS or whatever. And I'll update you tomorrow night when we be here at 8 o'clock. So it's Frenchtown and Browning on the girls' side. Loser out action at noon tomorrow right here. 1:30 it's Dillon and Lockwood and loser out action. The first semifinal 6:30 tomorrow night, Billings Central against Havre, and the second one will be Custer County. I believe that's Glendive will take on Bigfork at 8 o'clock, with the winner of that punching their ticket to the championship state tournament. On the boys' side, it will be loser out action 9 o'clock. Dawson County taking on Columbia Falls. 10:30, it's Billings Central taking on Havre. In first semifinal, 3:30, Butte Central taking on Fergus. And then Dillon takes on Hamilton at 5 o'clock. That's your lineups for tomorrow. We'll catch you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Again, I'll try to keep you updated if things are running behind. They have been, and we're about an hour behind today because the overtime game. But I really appreciate you. Post-game brought to you by JD Detailing. Josh Digley, 406-261-1269. In business 3.5 years. Voted second in the best of Flathead this last year, 2023. So great opening game for the girls in the state tournament. They really came out and played well. They'll move on. Again, semifinal tomorrow night. Take on Custer County, 8 o'clock. We'll be on about 15 minutes prior. Had a long pregame today. Won't have as long as tomorrow. So thanks for joining me, all you. Thanks for all my sponsors out there. Bigfork Harvest Foods, Montana Athletic Club, Gunlock Construction, Flathead Lake Lodge, Hanscom Excavating, JD Detailing, and the SJW Land Surveying. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Final here from Butte, Montana. The girls' State A basketball tournament. It's the Valkyries 62, the Lockwood Lions 46. Thank you and good night wherever you are. Have a great night.